Nobody sat you down and told you the truth. Not your parents, not your teachers. Nobody. And I'm not saying that to make you feel bad about them. Most of them just didn't know either, but I'm going to tell you now. And I need you to actually hear this. You are running out of time, and you don't feel it yet. Not in a scary way, just in the way that's real and honest and true. Because here's what actually happens when you're a teenager. Every single day feels like it goes on forever, but somehow when you look back, the whole year is just gone, and you can't really explain where it went. It just did. And you were there the whole time, but you weren't really there. You know what I mean? That's the thing I keep thinking about. Look at what a normal day looks like for most people your age. You wake up. Before your eyes are even fully open, the phone is already in your hand. You're scrolling, not looking for anything, not expecting anything, just scrolling because it's there, because it fills the quiet. Then the day happens around you. School, food, more phones, some videos. Then it's midnight and you're not even tired, but you're also not really doing anything. And you think, okay, I'll sleep soon. But you don't. And the next day is the same. And listen, that's not a you're lazy thing. That's not a you have no discipline thing. That's just what happens when you have a whole world of entertainment sitting in your pocket, available every second of every day with no one forcing you to put it down. Your brain takes the easy path every time. That's just how brains work. But here's what's alarming, dude. When you let that happen day after day, month after month, you look up one day and the time is just gone. And the worst part isn't even that. The worst part is that nothing happened. No moments that meant anything. No memories that stuck. Just a long blur that you aged through. That's the part I want you to sit with. Have you ever had a week go by and tried to remember what you actually did, and there's just nothing there? Like the week existed technically, but it left no mark on you. No story to tell, no feeling to remember. That's not normal. Even though it starts to feel normal, it's a sign, a signal that something is off. And I think the reason nobody talks about this honestly is because once you say it out loud, it means you have to do something about it. And that's uncomfortable. It's easier to just nod, say, yeah, you're right, and then pick the phone back up. But I'm not talking to you about being productive. I'm not here to tell you to grind or hustle or whatever. I'm talking about something more basic than that. I'm talking about being awake inside your own life. There are two versions of your teenage years. In one of them, things actually happen. You look back and you can point to moments that changed you, taught you something, made you feel something real. Moments you're glad you had. In the other version, it's just a blur, a long stretch of time that you got through. Most people end up with the second one, and they didn't plan for that. It just happened by default, because default is what happens when you don't choose. Here's what I've realized. When you're a teenager, you actually have more free time than you will at almost any other point in your life. More than when you're working. More than when you have a family. Right now, this is it. This is the window. And when you have that much free time and unlimited entertainment, the entertainment wins. Always. Because the people who build these apps, the scrolling, the videos, the games, their entire job is to make sure you never stop. Your attention is what they're selling. And they're really, really good at what they do. So you're not weak for getting sucked in. You're just losing a game that was designed for you to lose. But knowing that doesn't mean you just accept it. Here's the thing that most people miss. Most people are walking around with this low hum in the background. This feeling like something is off, like they should be doing something, but they don't know what. So they pick up their phone again, which quiets the feeling for a few minutes. Then it comes back, so they scroll again. And over time, that just becomes how life feels. A kind of vague restlessness that you stop questioning. But that feeling is trying to tell you something. It's not a bug. It's not just that's how being a teenager feels. It's a signal that some part of you knows you're not really living yet. You're just passing time. I've had both kinds of weeks. I know what I'm talking about. I've had weeks where I couldn't account for any of it, where nothing happened and nothing stuck, and I could feel the time slipping, but I didn't do anything about it. And I've had weeks where something actually happened, where I built something, figured something out, had a conversation that I still think about, went somewhere new, or even just sat somewhere quiet without a screen and actually thought about my own life. And the difference between those two kinds of weeks in your memory, it's not even close. The empty weeks just disappear completely. Gone. The real ones stay. They stack up. They become what your life is made of. The biggest mistake I see people make is waiting to be older, waiting for things to get more interesting, waiting until school is done, until they have money, until they figure out what they want. But nothing is coming to hand you a meaningful life, bro. That's not how it works. Nobody's gonna show up with a plan for you. And when you're young, there's this illusion that time is endless, like you've got all of it. And technically, yeah, you're young. But the days are still real. They're still being spent. Every day you're either having experiences or you're not. You're either paying attention to your own life or you're watching it from a distance. Let me ask you something. Imagine yourself at 25, 30, looking back at this time right now. What do you want to actually remember? What do you want to have actually done? Not goals, not achievements. Just what do you want to have felt? What moments do you want to have had? Because those moments don't just appear. You have to go toward them, and most people don't. Most people spend these years in a waiting room, holding on for real life to begin, without realizing that this is real life. It's happening right now, while you're watching it from behind a screen. I'm not saying this to make you feel bad. Guilt doesn't give you the time back. Feeling bad just makes you want to scroll more to avoid the feeling. I'm saying it because someone should have said it to you earlier. Someone should have sat you down, the way a father sits his kid down and said, "This time is real. What you do with it matters, not to me, not to anyone else, to you." Take your own time seriously, not in a stressful, pressure yourself way, just in the way that means you actually show up, that you're actually present inside your own days, that you treat your attention like it's worth something, because it is. It might be the most valuable thing you have right now. I'm just sitting here placing blocks thinking about all of this. And there's something kind of funny about that, actually, because this game gives you a whole open world and no instructions. And you can wander around doing nothing, or you can actually build something, and both feel the same while you're doing them. But at the end, only one of them leaves something behind. That's all I'm saying. You don't need to change your whole life. You don't need some big plan. You just need to take what you have, this time, right now, seriously enough to actually be inside it, because one day you'll look back. And I just want you to actually have something to look back on.